We just had a midterm election. And I know there's all kinds of chatter after a midterm election, and I've done a bunch of this too. Okay, what did we win? What did we lose? Who do we blame? Of course, this is normal post-election talk. But one of the things people simply aren't discussing at all is the red areas got a lot redder. The blue areas got a lot bluer. Why? Oh, it's Ron DeSantis. I mean, yeah, you can give Ron DeSantis a bunch of credit for Florida. He deserves it, no question about that. But the truth is, Republicans left their blue state and they moved to a state where they could be free. People vote with their feet. They're already voting with their feet. And as Republicans leave these blue areas and go to red states and make them redder, that is already in turn pushing communists out of red states and pushing them into blue states. I know a realtor in Austin, Texas, here in Texas, already telling me with Texas's abortion laws and things like that, horrified communists are already selling their homes. They're gone. I don't want to live under this authoritarianism. The divorce is already happening. And so that's why I've been telling you time and time and time again, move now. If you're behind enemy lines, move. Move for a lot of different reasons. And I get responses like this, and I get it. This one says, Jesse, or I know Jesse, but Pennsylvania is my home. How can you expect me to just be willing to get up and leave? I like it here. Why should they get to take it over and destroy it? Easy for you to say, make a red state redder. But in practice, it's not so easy. Well, who said it was easy? And who said this was fair? It's the divorce. It's awful. You ever known anybody going through a divorce? And any one of your friends, maybe you've gone through one yourself. Did you enjoy the experience? It's awful. It's terrible. I just get to see the kids on the weekend. No way, you're taking the dog. I love the dog. Yeah, it sucks. It sucks to live in a country that has destroyed itself from within. It sucks to live in a place where we were too weak to stop the 100-year march of communists through our institutions. That's where we live now. I know it sucks. But also keep in mind, when I tell you to do this, I have lived this. I have done it. I've moved across the country multiple times. One time, I packed up because I was living in D.C. for a year. We moved there for a year. Blue place. Hated it. Sucked. Everyone's so rude. It's all liberal. It's horrible. I quit my job without a job and threw the family in a minivan and just started driving across the country. And I moved clear to Texas without a job and found a job on Craigslist selling RVs. When I tell you to move, don't ever say to me, easy for you to say, brother, I've done it. I know how hard it is. I know it's scary. And let me tell you something. It's worth it. It is worth it. Worth it. Every day it becomes more and more worth it. Every single day. Because the little experiences you have, I mean, there are a bunch of reasons, we'll get into them in a second, but the little experiences you have every single day when you live and work around people who share your values, it makes your whole life better. Your entire life is better. Trust me, as someone who's done it, trust me, it works. Or I'll get people who don't want to move, they'll say this, Jesse, we just need to stop the fraud. Let's stop the election fraud. I got a bunch of that. Stop the election fraud is what they said. Okay. What we need, all we have to do in North Korea is stop the concentration camps. That's what you sound like. So we need to stop the fraud in Pennsylvania. How are you going to do that? We need to stop the fraud in Michigan. What's your plan for that? They're all Democrat run. Do you think Democrats are interested in stopping the fraud, cleaning up elections? They're the reason we have all this. They've done all this on purpose. There's a reason the red states have all their election results in on election day. Boom, 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 you know the results. And for some reason, these Democrat-controlled blue states seem to take a little bit of extra time. There's a reason Democrats, their national party platform is that you shouldn't have to show an ID to vote. Why do you think that is? Stop the fraud. We can't. We don't have the power in those areas to stop the fraud. You can move to a red state, and they'll pass voter ID laws and strict voting laws, and they'll stop the fraud. We have to live in the world as it is.
Don't miss Jesse Kelly Breaks History, The Forgotten Genocide, the first episode of a new series available now exclusively for First TV supporters. Visit the First TV app or thefirsttv.com to subscribe and start watching today.